I made Wordle and Roblox with one simple catch. If you lose the game, you get banned.
We don't got this, but at least we tried, boys. At least we tried.
Wordle. It's everywhere. You see it everywhere. Everyone posts it on their Twitter. No one cares. You don't care. I don't care. But people still do it. So I tried to think of something that I could do to, well, to punish people who play Wordle, because frankly, they're the worst kind of people. And that's when I came up with hardcore Wordle. Basically, it's your everyday average Wordle. There's 13,000 words it could be. And if you happen to guess the right one, good. If you guess the wrong one, you can never play again. Sounds pretty rough. I know, we did it. But the cool part is that we made it in 2 hours on a Twitch stream. Twitch.tv/cheekyvisuals. Go follow that. I'm going to be streaming every single Sunday, doing awesome stuff like this. But how do we make this game? Well, that's what today is about. So I started out by creating a 5x6 grid where I could put the user's guesses on, and then I put a text label inside every single one of them so that they could enter their guesses and see them. From there, I added some cool text on the top, made it like, say, Wordle, hardcore, and used the same font for absolutely everything because I'm incredibly untalented at UI design. Under that, I built a keyboard, which I was really lazy. So instead of, making a text button for every single letter like a normal person, I used the command line and wrote a script to do it for me because I'm lazy and that's the way it should be done. So now we had to basically construct some of the basic game rules for how the game works. For those of you who don't know how Wordle works, you basically have 6 attempts to guess a 5-letter word. Now, you might think there's like more than 6 words, right? So yeah, that's true. So how can you possibly get it? Like, how lucky do you have to be? And the truth is, it's not luck. It's all skill. When you guess a word, after you press enter, you will see a couple results. If a letter turns green on your word, that means it's in the right position and it exists in your final word. If the letter turns yellow, that means that it's the right letter, that it belongs somewhere, but not in the position you put it. If it remains gray, that means the letter is not in the word at all. So using those attempts, you can kind of narrow down your words and hopefully figure out what the word is. Now for the boring part, how do you make all of the things and the rules I just said into a working game? It was actually really simple, like a couple lines of code simple. We just had to take the dot product of this and then cross around. Strings, in this case, have 5 characters. You can split those characters into the first, second, third, fourth, fifth one, and you can actually make that into a table. Now, the cool thing about tables is they have, what is it called? So the cool thing about tables is they have an iterator. It's actually called an index, meaning the positional value, and then a value, which is the letter that it's equal to in this case. So what I'm able to do is compare the positions of each letter for each word to get the corresponding color on their word. So let's imagine I have the words apple and supercalifragilistic apple and mouse. So there's a couple of weird cases. First of all, what I would do is I would loop through the string of mouse. So with the first letter, M, right? I would basically see, does the first letter of apple have an M? Does it? Let me check. It doesn't, so it would be gray. Now we move through, we do the same thing all the way, but we get to the E at the end of mouse. And we check, is the last letter of apple also that? And oh my God. It is, which means we would make it green, right? My editor is actually colorblind. What about the yellow? If we had 2 other ones and we got to a letter where it wasn't there, but somewhere along the lines, we found that letter, meaning we just checked using the table.find method, then we would find the string, we'd find the value, and we'd be like, all right, so it exists somewhere, just in the wrong position, good to go. That was such a long explanation. Let's call this keyboard handler, and let's start off writing. So what we're gonna do is for underscore, key in pairs, script.parent, get children do. Okay, why did we return out of the loop? Quite frankly, it's because I meant to write continue. So that's basically it, quite frankly. So now we basically need to iterate through our current row. We'll also set up backspace in a second, but which when you return, function will return the current row and the current column. I'm trying to think of what I'd have it better. I'd rather do column and then row, or row then column. So, all right, so we got this working. It's a very simple singleton, right? So it's printing everything properly. We got that working. So the next thing we'll do is we're going to basically set up indexing and the text. We'll index the current row by saying current state equals get state. Now this is replicated to the client, so it, I don't need to really index with players. Then we'll grab our background equals game UI. Now from there, we can start saying local column equals, actually let's get the container up here too. I spam wait for child and I'm proud. If not column, then something's wrong. Just return that and get out of there. And this will also manage the like other part of the game, which you'll see in a second. But I will do row dot current letter dot text equals letter. So it goes 1 and then 2. Perfect. So we got that. So when the user starts, both of these will be equal to 1, right? And what we're going to do here is we'll iterate the values. So row equals math.clamp. All right, so iterate call row. If the column equals 6, then print game over. Then we take column row. Now I just realized that I kind of have these inverted, but it's whatever. Now, if row equals 6, then game.replicated storage.get state.current. So, all right, if those are equal, then that's when they finish. If the row equals 6, we'll increase this by 1, and then we'll reset the row. I think we're good to go on that. All right, so let's test this out. The idea is that I should be able to fill everything now. The column iterator didn't work. So if the column is equal to 6 and the row is equal to 5, print game over. If the row is equal to 5, meaning it made it to the final letter, then we'll increase the column. We'll change the row to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes like that. So if it equals 5, the current column, that value, plus equals 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? This dude dumb, chat. Right, but the row should be 1, 2, 3, 4. So the current row, let's just like get this, let's get this fixed up. Row. Find first child dot column. Jeez. Oh, chat, it's because I forgot to capitalize the letter. $50 right now. $50 right now and cheeky visuals foot reveal on stream. Hey, it works, chat. Game over. Check final guess. Perfect. All right. Now, we got that working. We got to set up a backspace, which will reverse iterate, and enter, which will like move you to the next row. All right, we got that going. So now we need to set up our enter buttons and as well as our game handler. Let's say local get, check all space in the current row are now filled. Local get state. All right. Now the issue is that we can't, I did this wrong. This isn't needed. If column is greater than or equal to 5, I need to check if everything is full. So if it's on 5, what is the state for determining that all 3 of these are filled or not? Because if it's equal to 5, that doesn't mean that the 5th one will be filled. All right, so boom, 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 boom. It's printing now, but it's not. Oh, it's because I didn't click the enter button. Invalid argument. Oh, it's because it's dot value. Chat, somebody tell me I'm the worst programmer that's ever existed. Ah, what did I just type? I don't really watch Twitch. Or, if I had, like, I don't really go to streamers all that often. It's just not my type of content, which probably sounds so dumb considering the fact that I'm a streamer, but I don't know. So right here, it's 5. Oh, so it is checking. So let's go to 5. Oh, it's just less than 5. The next thing up is we need to check if the word is valid. So let me open up Visual Studio. Let me get my handy dandy 13,000 lined word list that I made before stream, all on my own, absolutely. All right, so yeah, I thought of all these words. Definitely did not just rip it from Wordle. Now, the interesting part about this is that there are some swears in here, so I am gonna have to make sure I filter any word before I begin to get it from the server. Now, let's do this. So local get, or let's do game.replicated storage.remote. We don't need this. My word is Scody. Right, so I'd be able to do boom, bop, boom, boom, bop. It would technically let me do that. That's the part we're gonna do next. We have our word all well and good. We have a thing to check if it is the word. And now, this is actually gonna be secure, which is good. Wait for child, get current word, on server invoke. Dot value, no. Yes. That'll return a string. Chat, these words are tough. Let's go. Well, chat, we should be able to play a game of Wordle now. All right, W is not in the word. A is, N is right, but in the wrong position. Let's test that. Where is N located? Yes, that works. Alexa, stop. So let's do brand. A is also right, but in the wrong positions. Hint, higher. Let's go, chat. We got it. We got it. Yo. Yo, what's up, Zays? Welcome back. Let's see. Hint, hired. Oh. Thank you, Call Me. I appreciate that. Shoot. Oh, wait. F-I. Now, I don't have a backspace button yet, so I don't know which one it can be. Chat, what's the word? No! It can't be field. Alright, hold on. I gotta add the backspace button real quick. Let me add the backspace button real quick. Chat, we did it! Yeah, he would be. No! Chat, this is honestly really cool, though. Banned from the game. Oh. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Let's say it's gonna be... Let me just test out with like a word like audio. Oh, well, we just got so many letters from that. So we know for a fact that the A is likely the one of the last two letters. So let's say... Actually, we know for a fact that A is the last letter. Done. You lose. So it should ban me right there. Why can I not properly parse this? There we go, chat. Alright. It's over. You now lose Wordle. Yes. Wait. Yes. I can't test it. Chat. It's officially complete. Chat,